If it swims, he seeks it. If it exists, he will find it. And if it's possible, he will catch it. Simply Fishing and Hall of Fame legendary angler Bob Mesacomer are on a quest to expand your fishing horizons on every episode. Brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. A-Team Tackle, revolutionary spinnerbaits and bucktails. Klein Nissan, your Nissan dealer with a global perspective. Diggs, experience the turn worldwide. Pose, makers of the original Giant Jackpot and the new Havana Jack. SimplyFishingMagazine.com, your free interactive online fishing magazine. Ardent Reels, rule the water. And by Custom Musky Baits. Catch more with your new favorite lure, the Stalker.
They shouldn't need to warm up anymore. They should be going where the food is at this temperature.
They're well within their comfort zone. They're not at the top of it, but they're in their comfort zone. There's fish.
Yep, there it is.
Something right behind it.
Yeah, it's still behind it. Or it was a second ago. There it is.
See it? There it is, right behind it.
Little guy.
Bring the net out or?
Pardon?
With the net?
Woo! Yeah, we'll probably cut some hooks real quick. We don't want to hurt her. So this is what we're looking for, Al.
Yes, I know. Don't
Larry,
tell me.
you see this? This is what we're looking for.
Right musky here.
You see that? That's what we're looking for. You think we should net her?
How bad's she hook?
Not too bad. I'll just try to hand grab her real quick.
You sure? I mean, I got the net.
No, we'll hand grab her, I think.
Some help?
No, just slide these back.
I got the net right here.
It's okay. We're in good shape. We got one hook really in the beak. But you know, she took some coaxing too, little guy.
Oh, she just...
Come here, girl. Come here.
I'll keep it open just... Oh, she's right through the upper jaw.
Yes, sir.
And the lower jaw, I think.
Yeah, she's peg closed.
And you can let her go back, she'll come right in here.
No, that's okay. If I can do it without hurting her fins, I'd rather.
And what were we just discussing?
What's that?
We were just discussing, should we go cabbage or?
Yeah, in the clear water.
Hi everyone and welcome to this week's show from Cedar Lake Lodge. Al Rimple said if I'd put the time in, I would be more than rewarded with a monster muskie. Was he right? Stay tuned as Larry Murphy, Al Rimple and I do just that. Hunt the big ones at Cedar Lake Lodge.
That's why they're on a rope. She's gone.
How about that?
How about that?
Quick release.
So Cedar's got some muskies. Now let's find the big ones.
Every now and then a product comes along that is actually worth more than is required by the consumer to purchase it. Beyond the fact the stalker is more than productive is its sheer presence. It is much more of an art form than a lure. You actually have to see one up close and personal to appreciate the quality of these lures. Totally hand-built, hand-painted, and finished off as well as any polished gem in the world, they are truly a must-see lure. And in addition to that, they catch a lot of fish. The Stalker from Lundberg Custom Musky Baits. Don't leave the dock without it.
Here you go.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, net.
That was quick. Rod's in here.
That's okay. It's okay. Hang tight now, hang tight. Hang, Al, I'll bring her to you. Don't worry about it.
I know, I'm just worried about the rods
No,
here.
don't worry about it. Here she comes. Oh, she really. Let me unwrap her. Come here, girl. She in the bag.
All right.
Good enough. Okay, let's move some rods real quick.
Yeah, I put it on this side.
Pardon me?
That's decent.
Yep.
Where we at? Woo! She don't like us, do you?
Jackpot again.
It goes flat like this. It's hard to beat it. See her quick. She's pretty.
Very nice fish.
These fish have they have been right on the cuff of sunset all the time. And we could easily, just as easily, there you go, thank you, baby. Just as easily have a giant do the same thing. She came up. I looked over, Larry was standing right at my side. I said, here she is. I could see her just swooshing behind it and had to force feed that fish. Did you see how slow I worked that thing, Larry,
Yeah, you
coming
really
in?
slowed it down. You weren't turning the crank.
Nope,
You're
really.
just moving the bait back and forth, back and forth.
Exactly, and that's what I call feeding it to them. When you have to get these fish, when they don't want to come up and crush it, you take your lure, you take your rod, you just drop, drop. You really shorten your stroke. You're putting as much energy in it, but you're not taking any line. And you'll just force that fish to come up and eat it. Well, let's get rigged up and see if we can get another one. What do you think, huh?
I think that's a great idea.
Al, it's your birthday today, huh?
Yes, it is.
Well, happy birthday to me.
Oh, the night's not over with.
No, the night's not over. She really crushed it too when she ate it.
Got him. There it is.
Good enough. Got a net. I'm gonna move the rods right away here. The same rods we just moved for the other fish.
Good one.
Good job, Larry. Good job.
One hooking him. All right, man. How about that, huh? Back-to-back cast now.
That took all of what, 5 minutes?
All, not even 5
Not
minutes.
even. Hey, happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Happy
you.
birthday.
You're a heck of a net man.
Yeah, you're a good net man on your birthday.
Well, I guess that's all I get.
Superb. Awesome, man. Awesome. Oh, I don't here, folks, this is the lure I was about to put hooks on. Larry Murphy from Kansas City gets up in the front of the boat, takes a stalker, goes out there, goes bang, bang, get the net. Get the net, get the net, get the net. Oh,
Decent
goodness.
fish.
You want me to cut your hooks?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, I got the Nipix.
Actually, she's virtually out of it.
Okay, we'll see what
She's
we
just
got.
got one hook in her.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't get a great hook in him, but
Hey, it's great enough. It's in the
enough,
boat.
right?
Extractor.
There you
Thank
go.
you.
Got one hook in her.
I really should have cut that, guys. Practice what you preach, boys. Hooks are really cheap.
Oh, yeah. Chop them. Got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
Very nice fish.
Yeah. We'll take that
That'll
off.
come right out one.
Yep.
You got it past the barb.
Yep.
There you go.
She's doing. All right, let me get your lure, your stalker. Oh, by the way, this is my stalker.
Yeah, that's actually your bait, isn't it?
Yes. Look at the color. Before we let that fish go, let me show you something, folks. Hang on to her real quick. Look at the smallmouth pattern on that stalker. Is that not just incredible? That thing comes through the water and you would swear to goodness you're looking at a smallmouth coming through. Good job.
Thank you, man.
Good job. All right, you want to lift her up?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll take your rod and reel. I'll get out of your way. And I suppose now I got to take out 2 hooks. Come here, girl.
Couldn't be sweeter.
That fish is really, really dark. There you go, up to the jaw. There you go. Once you go up and get the weight on her, then she'll fall back in your hand. Oh, isn't she pretty? She got something in her belly.
Yeah.
Careful
Big
now.
old wad there.
Yeah, she got something in her belly.
All right.
Absolutely.
Nice fish.
Look at that. She got a smallmouth in her belly.
More
That's
than
right.
likely.
She wanted 2 of them, apparently.
Yeah, she's got something down in her belly. She was eating more than once tonight.
There you go. She's ready to go.
Nothing beats back to back.
Back to back is all that was, brother. She good to go? She'll rest. She's fine. Oh,
Yep.
she's
Oh,
in
yeah,
good
she's
shape.
in good shape.
She's upright. Nothing wrong with her at all. Back to back, man. There's nothing wrong with back to back. I don't care who you are. When you can go bang to bang. Here, both of these lures, folks, both of these lures are sitting here, and we haven't even gotten the hooks on them yet. How many big fish do you think we saw in here last night?
Well, we know there's 4 over 50 for sure.
Uh-huh.
And split lip.
Split lip, yeah. Split lip wanted to come back.
That
and
one's
forth.
all over the place.
There's a mid 40s too.
There's one, I figured about 48. I figured there's a 48, a 50, maybe a 51, a 52 or 3. I know that sounds ridiculous, but that's what I think is in here. Folks, we got a weed bed right now. We're fishing. We're in a pocket. And you've heard me talk over the years about pocket hopping. Pocket hopping is something I like to do. And if fish are in transition, which they're in right now, where they've come out of the spawn, they're done. Some of these fish even spawned in these pockets. They're moving out to the weed beds. They'll stay in those weed beds until those walleyes start to vacate, or the smallmouth vacate, which is what they're eating on, smallmouth vacate. And then they'll start to follow that school out to the points or whatever the case may be. But right now, it's all in the weeds. And we're on top of a big weed bed last night. We saw at least 5 fish in here, maybe 6. And I'm not going to promise a fish to anybody, and never do, never will. But I'm going to tell you, if you look up right now, we got a cloudy sky, good overcast conditions. We saw those fish in bright sunny conditions where they were actually coming in here and starting to warm up. We've got the bite condition today, in my opinion. I'm throwing a brand spanking new lure. You guys have seen us talk about the A-Team lures for about the last, 6-8 months on TV. This is the Avenger in black and orange. That's my go-to color when I've got clouds over the top of me. If you see the other baits that are on these rods right now, they're all of black and orange nature. That's because these fish can see it, and so can I. If I've got to look for a follow, I can see my bait easily. Therefore, I can detect whether there's a follow. If we get lucky, we might see a follow. He's got the new Havana Jack on. By the way, folks, Havana Jacks are in the retail centers as we speak. But he's got a Havana on. I was in here last night, Larry, Al, and I was throwing a brown Havana, kind of a muskrat looking color. And I had an opportunity at 2 really big fish in here, and I kind of blew them both. So I have to make up for it. Larry, you had them up behind you too. We both had a shot at a couple 50s.
Yeah, they chased that stalker. I didn't get them.
And then I threw a stalker on them, and it took it.
Yep.
And I don't know what I did, but I missed the fish. So maybe we can run one of these fish up for you. I'll tell you what you want to do under these kind of conditions, though, is you want to keep a really close eye behind your lure when you're coming up. We got pike in our area here, and we have muskies as well. But if you keep an eye on what's going on behind the lure, come in on a figure 8 with a little draw bait like this Avenger. Make your big turn at the side of the boat. You don't need to go overboard. If they're there, they'll show. You'll know it. It's when you take it out of the water like I did yesterday. I did yesterday on one. A 90-degree turn at the side of the boat, swing back, and you pretty much have just about what you need. If you look at that Avenger going through the water, you'll see how that marabou just undulates. Well, that's as lifelike as you can possibly get. And with the double blades we've got 2 customized blades that we make on our baits. And they are easy to pull. If you pull a double-bladed bait, some of the others that are out there, you need a winch to do it. You don't need that with these, and you're not going to burn yourself or your equipment up. Pretty nice lure. See if we get their attention, then he can clean up with that.
Works for me.
Pikey poo.
Oh man, that had me going.
Pikey poo.
Dang. Settle down. It'll be good.
For somebody.
One hook.
Here we go.
Pretty good pikey.
Hush,
it.
hush, 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 hush.
I seen it.
I got it.
Net, net.
Coming around this side, Bob?
I don't know. It's going to be up to her.
Ooh, beautiful fish. Drag that thing in the boat.
Careful with it though.
Oh, going around the other way.
I got one hook in her. Come this way. Net in the water. In the water, please. Get the net down in the water.
Got her in.
Okay. In the bag. We own her.
We own it.
We own her. Thank you, God. Folks, you don't have a clue what we've gone through. I'm going to tell you about it after we calm down, but you don't have a clue. This boat has been maimed since yesterday afternoon. We have not been able to get on the water. Yesterday we were in here, we saw this giant and another giant with it. We had to go in. We idled last night an hour to get back. It is almost 5 o'clock in the evening, and our first cast was right there 10 minutes ago. Yes, 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 yes. 95 over 50. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And right there, man, his lake right there, Cedar Lake Lodge. Al, thank you.
You are welcome.
Nice net job.
We've been looking for this a few days.
My good man, Mike Murphy. Larry Murphy, excuse me.
That's right.
That's okay. He had a pike. He just had a pike try to take his rod out of his hand. Literally,
Yeah.
he just had that pike try to take his rod out of his hand, and I'm thinking to myself when it was splashing around, I'm going, oh no, what if this big girl comes in? We got a Havana Jack sitting out there on the surface because we really thought that's what it was going to eat. I brought out the Avenger, the A-Team Avenger, brought it across the top of those weeds, and she took it in a figure 8. Yes, 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 yes.
I would say that's not a bad fish.
Let's see what we got. How big is she?
Oh, she's a nice fish.
She's big.
Out of doubt.
She's big.
If you don't have 50 there, I'd be surprised.
Oh, it's over 50.
Still not happy.
No.
Just tell me where to go with this thing.
She's good right there. There you go. She's fine. Not when you've been hooked.
And not on the 50 inch fish.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
She showed up there and I go, you little son of a gun, you.
And where are you going fishing next week?
We're rubbing it in. I gotta get any credit there. That's good.
The thing is she ate on a figure 8. Okay, I got her free. Oh man. That was a virgin lure a minute ago. All right, she's free. Let me get her. She ain't gonna like this. Don't spin on me. Okay. When I lift her up, I'll take the net out. Oh, yes. This is what you come to Cedar Lake Lodge for, folks, right here. I tell you what, Larry came all the way up from Kansas City to see one of these big girls, and now he's got a chance to see one. We're still not done. We're gonna close the show off, but we're gonna keep fishing because we got a musky day on top of us. I gotta get her back. Oh, big girl. Oh, look at that. Is she pretty?
She is gorgeous.
Huh? What do you think?
Great
Huh?
fish, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, beautiful, beautiful animal. I'd say about 53, 52, 53.
I'll give her all of that.
Oh, here she goes. Now, big ones like that do not blow out of your hands. They'll get themselves righted there. She's fine. They'll get themselves righted there and they'll swim away. Folks, I'll say it again. Come on up, Cedar Lake Lodge. See Al and Kim. Come up here and challenge these fish. They're here and they're here to have fun with, just like we did. Larry, thanks for being on the show. Appreciate it.
It's great, thank you.
You have a good time?
Had a great time.
You got that stalker in the mouth.
Yeah.
They ate it.
Yeah. That was something.
You can be my wingman anytime, and my netman.
My turn now.
I didn't mean to yell at you, Al, but I really wanted that net in the water. A big fish like that does mysterious things inside the boat.
Well, I fully understand.
Oh, so what do we gear up and get another one?
Just get them.
Let's go get another. There she goes. She's going down. Look at that big old tail. She just said goodbye. Pointed that big tail up in the sky.